a 7, hit 11, hit a 7, hit 11 again. I'm all good. Got a 4-leaf clover. Y'all cannot go wood. It's my lucky day. 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 'Cause I know today it's gonna go my way. I can see the sunshine through the rain. It's my lucky day. Yesterday I got burnt. Today I'm so tan. I was late to work. On a day my boss slept in. I counted overdraft. Till this morning I got paid. The devil can't stop me. I woke up feeling sad. I'm a ruler on the table in the game. It's the all-time unbeatable hey. Heavyweight in the ring. It's the creed. It's the all-time unbeatable man. Hey, I'm all good. Got a 4-leaf clover. Y'all cannot go wood. It's my lucky day. My lucky day. My lucky day. It is my lucky day. My lucky day. My lucky day. 'Cause I know today it's gonna go my way. I can see the sunshine through the rain. It's my lucky day. My lucky day. It's my lucky day. It's my lucky day. No. Oh, I'm all good. No, got a 4-leaf clover. Oh, I'm all good. Got a 4-leaf clover. Y'all cannot go wood. It's my lucky day. My lucky day. My lucky day. It is my lucky day. My lucky day. My lucky day. 'Cause I know today it's gonna go my way. I can see the sunshine through the rain. It's my lucky day. Can you see the sunshine? My lucky day. My lucky day.
One.
Welcome, everybody, to the Detroit Women of Comedy Festival. We made it. Happy Friday, and thank you so much for joining us in this digital format. We are beyond excited to bring you 2 full days of classic comedy featuring female performers from Detroit and beyond, including their allies. And we are kicking it off tonight with an amazing block of stand-up and sketch. And I just wanted to remind everybody as we're kicking off that we're not just here celebrating women in comedy, we're also raising money for 2 fantastic nonprofits, the Detroit Creativity Project and Planet Ant Theater right here at home. So join us. You can follow us on IG, on Twitter, on Facebook. You can also support us and our nonprofit beneficiaries on Cash App and Venmo. But without any further ado, want to let the comedians do the comedying. I'm here to announce our very first stand-up performer. Please join me in welcoming in the chat, in the YouTube, in the Twitch, in the Facebook Live, wherever you're joining us right now, Ella H.
I'm not Ella H. Is it me? I'm Gina Dee.
Oh no, what's happening?
Hi.
Here we are. Hi, Ella, how's it going?
Good. Wonderful. All
I'll
right.
start right to you.
All right. Wonderful. It's so nice to be here. I hope you all are having a wonderful pandemic. My pandemic is not going so well. I actually just got dumped recently. He told me I had the face of a fat 3rd grade teacher and the body of a fat 3rd grader. Yeah, not a nice guy. Joke's on him, though, because he's infertile. He's sterile. Sterile Daryl. He's shooting blanks. And call me crazy, but I like my jizz with a little bit of pulp in it, you know? If there's no risk, there's no reward, motherfucker. You know what I mean? There were a lot of red flags from the start, you know. He had the weakest handshake, and I don't trust men with a weak handshake because if you can't firmly grasp my hand, how can you choke me in bed? You know what I mean? He refused to watch Toy Story 4 because the first 3 were too sad. I was like, where were those tears when we were watching Schindler's List? You know, it's like a weird place to draw the line. He never went down on me. Never went down on me. To be fair, though, he did eat my ass. So as a compromise, I started wiping back to front so that he could go down on me and still enjoy that fresh asshole taste that he loves so much. I've been single for quite some time now. I've been pretty lonely. So I've recently started just fingering myself worse to remember what it's like to be in a relationship. Like I'll literally just probe my dry urethra for hours just to feel like I'm still with a man. Do you guys do that? I was in Europe for a while before the pandemic started. I was living in Europe for about a year. I got a tattoo when I was abroad. It said, "Not all who wander are lost." I got it right above my asshole. I was in Spain for 6 months. I was in Greece for 3 months. And then I ended my time abroad in Oxford in the UK for 3 months. And Oxford was a really, really lovely time, except the dorm where I was living didn't have any water, which meant if I needed to pee or brush my teeth or take a shower or take a shit, I had to run across the lawn and go to a dorm that had running water, which was fine for the most part, right? Because I could brush my teeth with a bottle of water or pee in my sink. You know, I made it work. But it was more complicated if I needed to shit, right? And it was totally fine. I made it really far. And then about at the 2-month mark, I woke up. I had too much Indian food to eat. And I thought, oh my God, I am not going to make it. And then I thought, you know, what is diarrhea if not a liquid, right? So I shit in my sink. Come on, we've all been there, right? I was going to clean it up in the morning. I was. And then I woke up to a knock at my door, and it was the maintenance man. And he said, "Hi, love, I'm here to fix your sink." And he turned, and he saw the shit splattered around my sink. And I said, "What can I say? I'm a squirter." He was into it. It's hard to be a woman comic, you guys. It's really hard to be a woman comic. I'm not going to lie. I'm 22 years old, so I'm pretty young at this. And I don't always feel safe. You know, I get followed to my car a lot of time. I'll get harassed. I'll get unwanted messages. I'll get unwanted commentary in person. Like it's not always the safest, most fun place to be. And I want to do this because I like telling stories on stage and I like being vulnerable and I like being personal. But I find that the more of these negative experiences I get, the less I want to open up. For example, I used to tell this joke about having a double jointed jaw on stage, and that's innocuous enough, right? It's a double jointed jaw. But I don't tell that joke on stage anymore because the last time I told it, this old skin tag of a man came up to me. He didn't have any teeth. And he put his arm around me and he said, "You've got a double jointed jaw and you're up here telling jokes instead of sucking dicks. You're a waste of a woman. You're not living up to your blowjob potential." And I said, "Excuse me, sir? You don't have any teeth. You're not living up to your blowjob potential." Like, that's ridiculous. Did you guys know that if you eat enough of something, your cum starts to taste like it? Yes? No? Like, if you eat a lot of garlic, your cum is really bitter. Or if you eat a lot of pineapple, your cum is really sweet. Yes. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, holy shit. That's why my ex-boyfriend's cum always tasted like his roommates. All right, that's my time. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Thank you, Ella. And thank you so much for giving me the new insult of skin tag of a man. That is absolutely going into my everyday lexicon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In all the excitement, I realized I did not introduce myself. That is very rude. I'm so sorry. My name is Jen Horn. I am on the board for the Detroit Women of Comedy Festival. I'm also the director of marketing. So if you have found us today, You're welcome. If you didn't find us, I'm so sorry that I didn't do my job properly. But my other job today is just hosting this intro block, and it is my absolute pleasure to announce our second stand-up comedian of the night, Gina Dee.
Hello! Thank you so much for having me in my own kitchen. This is great. You know, I know this pandemic has been hard for people, and the people I have felt the worst for are parents. So those of you at home with kids, I want you to close your eyes and think about when you conceived those kids. Maybe there was some wine and a little candlelight. I bet you didn't think in 10 years you'd have those kids in a headlock saying, I told you to carry the one. And they're like, that's not what our teacher taught us. I'm your teacher now. Ooh, hope that wine is still good because you're going to need it. Yeah, I get it. Teaching is hard. I'm an actual teacher, and I've been forced to teach on Zoom. But, you know, at least while I'm lecturing, there are no distractions. So the whole time I'm teaching, the kids can totally devote all of their attention to TikTok. I actually have had a lot of practice teaching online from doing open mics. They have a lot in common. No one listens when I talk, and everyone still lives in their parents' basements. I just want to go back to how it was before the quarantine, back when it was frowned upon to have 30 students with you in your bedroom. My students, even then, even though think back, before the pandemic, they didn't understand why we spend all year solving for X. One student asked me, when in life will I ever have to find X? And I'm like, oh, okay. When you're my age, you'll understand when you spend 3 to 4 hours a night on Instagram trying to find your X. I thought it was the saddest day when my son moved out, but turns out it was the second saddest day. The saddest day was when he moved back in. Yeah, I rent out his bedroom now, and I hung drapes across the living room. And he finally came out of the closet, and now I had to push him back behind a curtain. People come over, and it's like the Wizard of Oz, like, pay no attention to that young man behind the curtain. Apparently, he also thought there's no place like home. Now he just needs to get a brain, a heart, some courage, and a place to live. It's like being on the worst game show ever. Let's see what's behind curtain number 2. Oh, it's my son who moved out 6 years ago. Looks like I won a lifetime supply. So I don't know about any of you, but I was married once. Hardest month of my life. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got married too young, right out of high school, to a guy who worked at the place where all dreams happen, the Meadowlands Carnival at a parking lot in New Jersey. And I got divorced right before he was going to get promoted to the Ferris wheel. But don't feel bad, because I did get alimony, 10 ride tickets and a snow cone. So we did have a son. My son is gay. And I got to tell you, I've always been so supportive from the day he came back from Christian sexuality conversion camp. I've been his #1 fan. My friend said, could you tell he was gay when he was little? And the answer is like, no, he was exactly like every other kid in his tap dancing class. Same shoes and same tights, whole thing. My friends, maybe if I were older, they wondered, were you upset? No, if I were older or more conservative, maybe I would have been upset. But when you're a young single mom, you think, this just doubled the amount of bars I can go to. So when he turned 21, I took him to a gay bar, but he's shy. So he was in the corner, and I was out there dancing and drinking and mingling. And I even left with 2 lesbian women's phone numbers, but I'm not gay. So when I was done making out with them, I said, son, did you have fun with your mom? And he said, actually, no, I didn't have fun. I didn't get any phone numbers. And that's when you have to put your mom hat on. And I said, oh my gosh, honey, it is not important how many phone numbers you leave with. What is important is to remember that you have a hot mom. I'm Gina Dee. Thank you.
Happy Pride Month, everyone. Thank you, Gina. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We are going to switch things up a little bit. And as a little bit of context, this is our third annual Detroit Women Comedy Festival. It is our first time going virtual, and we were absolutely overwhelmed with the number of submissions and applications that we had to participate in this fest. And so many creative folks have spent their quarantines and their pandemics making incredible, incredible comedy. So this is just a little sliver of that. We're gonna pop into a sketch block.
Brandon's longtime girlfriend, Lily, was completely oblivious to his serial murders, even after numerous obvious signs, his most infamous killing being the gruesome day he cut the skin off of his 2 victims and wore them as a skin suit.
This is so nice and thoughtful. You really went all out for our anniversary. It's great. I'll just turn this murder podcast off so that we could focus on each other's company.
I can't believe it's been a whole year, babe. I love you and I'm so excited to give you your gift.
Oh, sweetie, you didn't have to. You've already done so much.
I love being able to spend time together, and I just feel like I can be like open and just share everything with you.
I feel the same way. And you know how proud I was when I finally won you over. But I have a confession to make.
What is it?
I'm just gonna say it. My life's dream isn't to be murdered. You! There, I said it!
Shut up. Stop trying to be funny. We've already talked about this, how exciting it would be to be taken out by a serial killer, to be watched and hunted for months as he plots our demise, and then he sneaks into our house, and then he cuts us open in our bed, and you know the rest. It's so romantic. It's our dream.
That's not a dream. That's a nightmare.
Are you kidding me right now? That's our dream. That's always been our life's dream.
No! My life's dream is to open a bed and breakfast in Ohio. It feels so good to finally say it out loud.
It's stupid. Next you're gonna tell me you don't want to name your kids Ted and Dahlia. Stop playing.
Stupid? You want to be murdered. That's stupid. That's insane. And I want to name my kids Lily and Dan Jr., okay? And who would ever want to name their daughter after a half-corpse?
We want to do that. Oh my God. Your gift. I got you a murder simulation. They'll be here any minute.
What? Are you serious right now? Someone's gonna come to our house and surprise murder me? A stranger is gonna pop out of nowhere and cut me up into bits?
Well, not bits, really. I mean, they might have an axe, and that would be just like huge, recognizable chunks of flesh. Not the point.
This was supposed to be our special day.
You know what would be special? A chainsaw. They might have a chainsaw. They asked me what I preferred, and I said, surprise me.
I don't want to be fake murdered. You have to cancel this. It's insane.
I can't! I can't! It's not refundable. It's a murder.
I don't like any of this. I'm so scared.
I kind of thought you were gonna bring a weapon.
You bought a Groupon, lady.
Wow, that was exhilarating.
I knew you'd love it.
You've heard of the Bechdel test, right?
Yeah, of course.
Isn't it insane? Why is it so unusual that 2 women are having a conversation about something that's not men?
Well, I mean, they're half the population, right?
Well, yeah, but we could be talking about so many other things, like our careers, our interests, dinosaurs. We're doing it right now, right?
Well, yeah. Unless talking about men counts as talking about men.
It doesn't.
Technically no, but fundamentally yes.
I'm gonna go study with Drew instead.
Then you definitely fail the Bechdel test.
Fine. Helen, we can talk about my new lizard.
What's your lizard's name?
Anthony. Fuck.
Karen. Come on. Live a little. Come on. She's crazy. Bill. Uncle Bill. Billy. Come on. Come on. Live a little. I mean, like, he can't live a little. He's only got, like, a little bit to live. He's 80, so. These moves are how I got your Uncle Ed. Yeah. It's also how I lost it. But you know what? That's okay. I got the best deal ever. Trent, Trey, come on. Get out here. Come on. Come dance with your mama. Come on. Both of you. You. Come on. Grandma, come on. Get out here, girl. Come on, girl. Sweet. She's so sweet. They say that she'll never walk again, but I say get her out here. Test it out. Live a little, you know? Live a little. Grandma said that Jenny would never get married, and I said I thought I'd never get divorced, and now look at us, you know? Like, live a little. Come on. Have you ever done the hustle? The hustle. My eyes don't cry no more. My heart don't lean no more. Since you walked out the door. Like Uncle Ned. I mean it. Who am I? Ah! I think it's really sweet that Carl joined the family. I mean, blood isn't everything, right? I mean, like, I'm the favorite aunt, and you're adopted, so it doesn't... No, I just meant, like, if you were adopted, blood wouldn't matter, right?
Now, honey, I need you to behave. We're almost to the front of the line, was the last thing my wife said to me before she ran away. But now I'm here to do the first day of princess training. Now let's begin. First, the greeting. I want you to say, "Hello, I am a princess."
Hello, I am a princess.
Now that was easy. Okay, next, waving. As a princess, you will be doing lots of waving. It's really easy. You just need to lift your hand and move your hand left to right.
That's strangely fulfilling.
Yes, it is. And now it's time to put on your gloves. As a princess, gloves are important because they tell the world, I am a princess. You'll get it next time. Now let's move on. Caulking. A princess will have to caulk from time to time. First, take the caulk gun and apply it evenly through the area that you want to caulk. Move vigorously back and forth. Smile. Moving on to the next thing. A princess always mows the lawn from left to right. And then back, right to left. Being a princess is not a cakewalk. On to the next thing. A princess loves to do the narrator's taxes.
Princess thing was a bad idea. I want out.
Please, don't go. If I mess this up, this is it. I'm done. My wife is gone. I have nothing else.
This is stupid. Try therapy. Go to a park. Talk to a tree. I'm out.
Well, before I go, I think everyone should know the whole truth. The last thing my wife said to me was, "Oh yes, he's quite scrumptious."
Detroit sports fans are no strangers to disappointment. but it's the passion of the players that keeps us coming back for more. And that's the passion that drives Jane Papadopoulos, a local woman who is trying to bring a little magic to her community through sports.
Quidditch is one of the most famous sports in the Harry Potter verse world, and I just thought it would be a cool idea to maybe bring and shed light to other wizard sport recs to the community, and you know, to just get the word out there to make friends. Plus there's already a Quidditch league in Detroit, so I thought it would be a good idea to maybe do something different.
It's called Canjamical, though no mention of the sport is occurring in any of the 7 volumes by J.K. Rowling. Ms. Papadopoulos assures me that the game is real and that she discovered it during a, quote, trip down the rabbit hole through a Harry Potter Wikipedia page.
It's really quite simple, actually, but also at the same time it's quite complex. You have to ride a stick, throw a frisbee. You can also do this.
The rules are obscure and inconsistent, the gameplay erratic but enthusiastic. On the day we came to shoot, there was only one other player on the field.
Feeling good about meeting more people soon, you know, once things go back to normal.
So how do you respond to the recent controversy with J.K. Rowling being called a, quote, trans-exclusionary radical feminist?
Well, I don't think it's very nice, and I don't think that that's appropriate for our league. So while she created a good universe, I think we need to keep it separated, and that's why I made my own sport.
A global pandemic and an author seemingly determined to destroy her own legacy. Either one alone could have sent a lesser community rec league reeling, but Papadopoulos' Canjamical League is still going strong. Well, maybe not strong, but still going, plodding along, refusing to fail, just like a true Detroit sports team. John?
What can I do you for? Oh, I'm sorry you surprised me. I'm proposing to my boyfriend.
So you see, this is the bottle you need. All right. So
Proposing,
the tannins here. This is what you need. This is mid-grade. Proposing. And this is a champagne that you definitely need. You know, the tannins will really tickle the ivories and really make your throat feel synthetic. So I really think you should go with this bottle. It's a really good bottle. It's a great blend.
How much is it?
$208.99. But it's a mid-grade though. I really suggest this one.
It's just that I'm not looking quite for something like. It's more for like right after the proposal. Like hopefully he'll say yes.
Oh, I see. All right, so you want to go for the top grade here. So this bottle is rare. It was actually found underground for 200 years. And it stayed so savory and so sweet that they actually only bottled 82 bottles. So yeah, this is a very rare municipal, you see?
Right, and so you're saying it's rare, so how much would it be?
You need this one. It's the best of the best.
And how much money would it cost?
$9,000.
Yeah, see, I don't even make that much in a year,
Okay,
so I just
okay.
really need something to like spray all over, like sunrise.
Yep, we're gonna have to go with this one right here. Now, do you see that this bottle of champagne will really make an impression? Now, when it pops, it actually sings. It has a little fluty to it. It's a brassy wind instrument of sorts. Yeah, actually, it's said that Mozart would drink this before every symphony. And his 8th Symphony was inspired by this bottle specifically. So I really recommend it. And it is on the tier 2 level, just like what you're looking for. So I really think you're going to handle it well.
So
and I think it'll be great.
Middle level again.
Yes.
So not the lowest level. So
No.
So it would be how much?
1 student loan plus 1 mortgage.
Okay, I just need something like $10 or cheaper. Do you have anything like that? Again, I'm getting proposed to, so it's like a momentous occasion, but we don't need anything that's going to be too much.
This bottle, you see, it actually changes with your mood. The more you sip it, the more you know how you're feeling. So if you're at a pissed party, if people are pissed and they're saying, no, yeah, it's going to be a very angry experience. Or if you want to go with this, you'll see if people are mad. It's a great way to know for your alcohol if you're mad, sad, happy, glad, which we all know the emotions, they fluctuate while you drink. So this is a great bottle. The Tito. It'll be great for your event.
Okay, but it's not quite an event. It's just like me and my boyfriend, and like hopefully my husband, because I'm gonna propose. So something though, just like we're hardly gonna drink any of it. We're just gonna whoop whoop.
Oh.
Just like the lowest level is fine. Oh, the first one I saw.
Go with Out of the Woodwork.
And it's
$5.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Again, congratulations on being a sommelier.
Finally, a scene with 2 strong women, and we don't even have to show any cleavage.
I know, right? Hollywood finally is recognizing we have a lot more to offer. I mean, it feels good to speak freely and not be interrupted or cut off all the time.
Ready for take? Clear the stand-ins, bring the talent.
Come on. Seriously?
What?
All right, we value women. Take 1.
Action!
Finally, you see.
Finally! A scene with 2 strong women. And we don't even have to show any cleavage.
Wow. What a block of sketches that was. All of the characters and the comedic active choices that were made. Wouldn't you like to know how to make characters like that or to be more active in scenes and improv? Well, lucky you, we're hosting 2 masterclass workshops. They're tomorrow, and there's still space if you register tonight. We've got Carla Kakowski teaching you how to make more active choices and be your own action hero. And we've got TV's own Jamie Moyer teaching you how to craft characters. I'm going to be in that one. I'm so excited to learn from her. It's absolutely incredible. But for now, we're going to keep the funs and the giggles right on rolling. And in fact, we have our next stand-up comedian right here. Give a warm welcome to Sammie James.
Hey, everybody. So it finally happened. I was finally able to get a haircut. Oh my God. It had been so long. I was so happy, but I was also really nervous because even before the pandemic, haircuts have been a nerve-wracking experience for me. Haven't had a lot of good luck with them. Luckily, the girl put me right at ease by just staring at me for a while before finally saying, basketball? So I said, no, my name is Sammie and I don't play basketball. She paused. She stared at me again for a while before finally saying, why are you tall then? Now you know I'm tall. And here's the thing. I completely understand where this person was coming from. Because just like my being a queer, chronically ill trans woman, my height was a complete choice. It's my fault. I spent my whole childhood just stretching. Oh, one day if I play my cards right, I am going to have an awkward conversation in a salon. So many awkward conversations in salons. Talking about hair, I do have this is a real serious question I need to ask. Like a lot of us, I spent the past year with much longer hair than I am comfortable with. And I need to know, where do hair ties keep going? What is it? Do I have a cat I don't know about? Are there gnomes? Is it hair tie gnomes? Is there a black hole in my pocket? I need to know. Any hair tie gnomes that happen to be watching, we can negotiate later, but let me just say, you don't need to take them. We can share. Haircut is not the only thing I have done in preparation for re-entering the world. Oh, I did something pretty wild. I just bought pants. Oh, just like haircuts. Clothes shopping always been a little uncomfortable for me, but it was really weird after an entire year where I didn't wear much in the way of pants. But I was looking at my clothing selection and I was like, sweatpants, pajama pants, just underwear. Okay, I need another option because apparently none of these are okay for an in-person wedding. Snobs. I'll end with this. I remember the last thing I was able to do before the pandemic was I performed on a comedy and burlesque show that was D&D themed. I was the comedian. And then the next day, I went with a friend of mine to a BDSM event. Yeah. So I was hanging out in two very different types of dungeon. And I have come to the conclusion that what I need is a community that combines the two. Okay? I need B, D, and D, SM. Just imagine, if you would, follow me on this magical journey. Well, heroes, unfortunately, you have been captured in the castle. Please roll this D20 to see if Sammie James the half-elf is going to cane you. And that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you, Sammie. And I have to apologize. All of your hair ties are underneath my nightstand and they're covered in cat hair. So I will do what I can to clean those up and mail them back to you before the end of the festival. But we are almost done with our first hour block, but make sure you stay tuned. We're going to be right back here at 7 o'clock and at 8 o'clock and at 9 o'clock tonight. And then right back in this same place on Saturday, starting at 5. So we've got lots and lots of great, great comedy coming your way. Especially right now, we have got stand-up comedian Suzanne Shepherd.
Hi. I just want to say that I am with you guys for the hair tie gnomes. Let's talk about those people making billions of dollars from us. Anyway, so my name is Suzanne. I do have a boyfriend. My boyfriend's tall, but he slouches like I'm not watering him enough. So, and I don't think that he loves me anymore because for my birthday, he got me a shoulder massager. So his gift was to touch me less. Like the card was just like, here, you do it. But I do trust my boyfriend. I trust my boyfriend. And the reason is because before the pandemic, I would ask him, I'd be like, babe, what do you want to do this weekend? And he'd be like, ooh. So he's never going to cheat on me because to cheat on me, he'd have to come up with a plan, which he's incapable of doing. Like the only way he was going to cheat on me is if a naked woman walked into our apartment and sat on his dick. Like, And if that happens, I mean, a broke clock is right twice a day, right? Like, and now in lockdown, you know, I trust my boyfriend because I'm always here. But we live in a very small apartment, and you know, it's a 1-bedroom apartment, bedroom, living room. And I was sitting on the couch in the living room, and my boyfriend walks out from the bedroom and looks at me and goes, "Oh, you scared me." Where did you think I was gonna be? Like, I didn't pop out at you from a closet. What are you saying about my face? Like, I don't shower that often. Anyway, but we do live in a very shitty apartment. Our shower only has 2 temperatures. One is cryogenically frozen, and the other is, did you still want nipples? Was that like, for example, one time I saw a centipede come up out of the bathroom drain, take a look around, and then go back down the drain and search for a better life. I don't know. It's like, don't you think they should make moving easier? Like, how many couples do you know are staying together just because they don't want to pack up their plates, right? I don't know. Have you ever stayed with someone because you have a flight booked? Our building is very working class though. Like, we have a doorman, but he'll spit at you. And when we moved into this apartment, they made us sign a waiver stating that there were no children living in our apartment. We're like, how'd you guys get burned on this before? Was 3L a sweatshop? Why can't we have adorable roommates? But I am happy in my relationship. I once broke up with a guy because his earbuds were too dirty. Like, his earbuds looked like he'd gone into a pizzeria and dunked them in Parmesan cheese. Does that make sense? Like, it just shows you're irresponsible, because like, if your earbuds look like that, your dick ain't clean. Okay. We were done. But I've obviously had a lot of time on my hands. And so I did a retirement calculator, and the retirement calculator told me that if I work until 65, my money will run out at 58. So, like, I'm going to have to get a job in the graveyard to dig my own grave. My only chance at 65 at this point is socialism or prostitution, which is the difference between getting to suck dick and having to suck dick. Does that make sense to you? I am vaccinated, which is super cool. Aren't you guys surprised that the vaccine's a shot? Wouldn't it like make more sense if you like walked in and it's like a booth, like you're getting a spray tan? Wouldn't you be able to wrap your head around that just a little bit more? But when I went to go get my shot, I walked into this high school gym. I had very pleasant conversation with strangers. And when I left, they gave me a sticker. I'm like, did I just get vaccinated, or did I vote for Biden again? What happened? So I grew up in Kansas, in a very small town. And my mom, she was the kind of person that she would walk around naked because she thought I should see her body. And nothing scars you for puberty more than your own mother going, "You're gonna look like this one day." I don't want boobs. Like, why is the dog's hair on your vagina? But I have an older brother. My older brother is gay. He's married to a black man, which is by far the coolest thing that's happened to my family since we started lying about being Native American. And, we were raised Catholic. So I remember when my brother came out, and he told us he was gay, and I actually went to confession. And so I go to confession, and I was like, "Father Kevin, my brother's gay." And Father Kevin goes, "Well, you should convince him not to be gay." I'm like, that sounds like incest. Like, how am I supposed to convince my brother not to be gay? Like, surprise him in the shower with my A cups? Like, my mom's already walking around naked. But I will say that my brother's husband is awesome. My brother's husband is so cool that he went to Stanford and has a master's degree. But if you ask him for his qualifications, he says, "I'm a Gryffindor." Like, Chris is so cool that once the cops busted up his house party, and Chris started grinding on the cops because he thought that they were strippers. And the cops are totally into it. They were like, "You boys have a great time." That's my time. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for supporting the festival, and definitely watch the rest of it. It's going to be amazing. I know I will. So, bye.
Heck yeah.
I'm still on. Yay.
Thank you. That was our first block, guys. We did it. Oh my gosh, we're actually like on time and stuff. I'm amazed. So I will take a little bit of extra time to remind you that yes, we are here supporting Detroit Women of Comedy, obviously, but we are also raising money for two great nonprofits, Planet Earth Theater and the Detroit Creativity Project. We also, beyond putting on free hours and hours and hours of content that are streaming to you live via Planet Ant's socials, as well as our own socials, we have a very special headliner show that is going to be tomorrow night, starring local comedian T-Barb and headlining with the improv supergroup Mama's Boy with a very special guest, Mark Evan Jackson. So make sure you head over to DetroitWomenOfComedy.com and grab your tickets for that headliner show before 3 p.m. tomorrow. 3 p.m. tomorrow is when the box office closes, and we're not going to be able to send you our very special Zoom link with that that show. So you'll be left out in the cold, and nobody wants that. So especially when it's hot in summertime. So we will be right back here at 7 o'clock. We're going to go take a break. Take a break yourself, cutie pie. We'll see you in a bit.
When you were playing that record, what were you thinking?
2. 1, 2, ready, kick it.
Don't you know I need you, baby? Need you by my side. Friends, they walk on by. Don't try to lend a helping hand. If I could just see that girl again, I'd be a happy man. And I'm lonely. Truly lonely. Don't you know I want you, baby? Need you by my side. Don't you know I want you, baby? Got to have you. Just got to have you, baby. Got to have you now. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. All right. Got to have it. It's all right. It's all right, yeah.
I got ish to do, flying through the sky in my parachute, dancing on the couch like I'm Tommy Cruise, on a one-man mission trying to see it through, yeah. I got the password, yeah, I finally got the password. Added up the numbers, now the math works. I got the way to make the path work. All these lights turning from red to green, timing is everything. And it feels so good to shine, gon' get a light. I'm living my best life, living my best life. So come and get a light. I'm living my best life, my best life. Hey, I'm popping like champagne, glass half full of like every day. No more working at or ballet. I had to rock the boat so I can ride the wave, yeah. I got the password, yeah, I finally got the password. Laughing cause I got the cheat code to life, and we all gon' be alright, so come and get it like. I'm living my best life, living my best life. So come and get it like. I'm living my best life, my best life. Perfect timing, sun is shining, nothing more I need, yeah. If you feel like this your best life, won't you sing with me? I'm living my I'm living